Wednesday night basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. This is the first game back in Denver for the Nuggets. Their last encounter was in Philadelphia, where they were able to handle the 76ers.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game. Great adjustments on the offensive end.
Coaches love that kind of showing offensively, especially on the road.
And we saw last season the Nuggets GA in the final week of the regular season making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare situation. Seems like there'd been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate. Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Murray outside. And stolen by Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And there was some power behind that slam by Edgecombe.
Here's Murray. Here he goes. Here's Gordon. 6 to shoot. Gordon a screen. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Hardaway with it. George picks him up. Pass to Jokic. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And early on, they'd been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Now here's Embiid. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. For 3, Murray. Outside Gordon. There's the triple. Good D by Embiid. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. They trail by 1. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That is his first foul of the game. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's Embiid. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Well, Greg, we know at his peak, Joel Embiid, one of the elite two-way centers to ever play in the NBA.
The former league MVP, but when you weigh close to 300 pounds and move like he did, not entirely surprising that his lower extremities took a toll.
Now here's Murray. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. It's tipped. Outside, Maxey. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Bangs home the trifecta. Maxi's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the 76ers. Murray down low. Watson for three. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Nice job by George. All in one fluid motion.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I spoke with the head coach for the Nuggets. We talked about Joel Embiid specifically and what he wants his team to do against him. And coach said, I want us to make life difficult for him. Every time he catches it in the post, I want us to push back and be physical with him. If he's out on the perimeter, I want to put a hand up on every single shot. Let's see if coach's message resonates. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Murray, no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. The 76ers leading by 3.
Substitution on the court.
Now, here's Maxey. He has 6. Pass to Grimes. Good, he hits the jump shot.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Johnson for 3. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Now the 76ers with it. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Here's Johnson. Inside. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
And it's not everybody who needs hops to finish at the rim. Valanciunas just needs to be an arm's length of the bucket to throw it down.
Here's Maxey. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in. Maxey's got 8 points.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
He doesn't hit that one. The Nuggets trailed by 5. Pass to Brown. That's in there. Johnson with the assist.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
For the Nuggets. Drummond a screen. Outside for George. Fires for 3. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Murray for 3. It is not good. He's made half of his 6 attempts. And the 76ers with possession. They're on a 15-6 run. And Grimes has it in the corner. Oubre outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Here's George. Here's Drummond. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets trailed by 6. Here's Murray. Drives to the hoop.
The term deep bag gets thrown around a lot, but it certainly applies to Murray.
Pass to Maxey. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And the 76ers making a change here. 1:31 left to play in the first quarter. And it's Murray penetrating. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
Oh, how about the touch there? And there are a lot of bigs today who can impact the game on the perimeter. And I got to say, Jokic is up there with the best of them.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Paul George with the steal. Here's Grimes. Throws down the breakaway jam.
This is why you got to be careful whenever George is nearby, because he can and will pick your pocket.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And never Greg an all-star, but he is a star. Jamal Murray can flat out play.
And he's had his hurdles to overcome with injury over the years, but he's never one to shrink from a challenge, and he remains a prolific shot creator.
Now, here's Maxey. He's got 11. Pass to George. Over Gordon. Bank shot. No good.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Here's Hardaway. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, great effort. They're fighting for that loose ball. Joker continues to attack the offensive glass. And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
You have to think at this point the winner will be the one to settle in on defense.
Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for Philadelphia. He witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Philadelphia.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
Pass to Jokic. Oh, throw it down, Nikola Jokic.
Oh, that's just too easy for Jokic. This is why defensively you've got to get him away from the basket.
Outside, Maxey gets it to go from beyond the arc. Maxey's got 14.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, thanks a lot, guys. Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Guys, back to you.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Pass to Jokic. Low block shot on the way. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Oh, the Joker taking over. He's had his way offensively, making it look easy.
Here's George. It's hauled in by Jokic.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Back to Murray. Gordon a screen. The baseline jam. Murray, no good.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Outside for George. They you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
The 76ers making a switch here. And here are the Nuggets now, trailing by 2. Here's Johnson. There's the drive. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive stop.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Embiid is a monster in the lane. Wow.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
Johnson outside. Back to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. And Johnson with the stop.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Maxey deciding where to go with it. And slam dunk by Maxey.
When Maxey is feeling himself, he can really fill up that stat sheet.
On the wing, Johnson. There's the 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. And it's Maxey with the ball for Philadelphia. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip. Back to Embiid. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jonas Valanciunas.
The numbers Embiid has put up over his career speak for themselves. He'll go down as one of the all-time great big men.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Pass to Brown. All sorts of time. It's hauled in by the 76ers. So, Richard, from title contender to in the lottery, what went wrong for the Sixers last year?
Well, we could start at the top. Joel Embiid's health. He only played in 19 games. Then their young superstar Tyrese Maxey, he missed 30 games. And Paul George, he hyperextended his knee in the preseason and never looked comfortable all year. It was a nightmare year in Philly.
Back to Bassey. Off target at the rim. Philadelphia leading by 5. Pass to Embiid. Pulls up on the wing. Again, Philadelphia.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
Johnson goes in. Got a piece of it. Embiid with the steal. Here's Maxey. 18 points for him. It's good. And now a 9-point 76ers lead.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The 76ers leading by 7. Now Maxey. 20 points for him. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Gordon. Here's Watson. And he drives in. Count it. Watson's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, a fantastic passer at his position. Gordon stays alert and ready to pass to an open teammate.
Pass to Grimes. Connects from three-point range. Grimes has got 7.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
And how about the urgency there on Gordon's drive? Pushing past the defense for that.
Embiid, no good. The Nuggets trail by 6. They push it up 4 on 3. And here's Maxey outside. And here are the Nuggets now. Pass to Jokic. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Denver with the ball. 6-point game. Here's Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And there's no doubt Murray can fill it up. Good luck bringing him down to earth when he's on this kind of a roll.
.114 up to play here in the second quarter. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Now, I understand he's a large human, but the defense has to be better. You can't let Embiid get whatever he wants inside.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
For Denver, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Normally, he sinks all of his free throws. The defense got lucky there.
And the dunk by Edgecombe.
And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
And it's sent back by Drummond. And here they go. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And Murray. Here we go.
And this is Murray at his best, probing inside and finding avenues to the basket using that athleticism.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Grimes. Offensive rebound. Watson with it. Just 3 on the clock. The call will be against VJ Edgecombe. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. Good on the second free throw. Oubre for 3. Tyrese Maxey. He's been the guy making things happen for the 76ers. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. Back to the action in just a minute. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. The 76ers leading by 5. In general, RJ, how would you describe Kelly Oubre's value to a franchise?
We know what Oubre provides a team. He's a versatile player who adds length. When he's aggressive on the offensive end, his slashing and movement can cause problems.
Shot clock at 3. Embiid, no good.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Here's Hardaway. Oubre pulls it in. And the 76ers with possession. Going inside. Outside, Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Back to Maxey. Oubre. And there's Oubre putting it right back in. Oubre's got the first field goal of the second half for the 76ers.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip-in. Out left to the wing. They get a hand on it. And stolen by Murray. Gordon inside. He has 6. Here's Hardaway. And the turnover again by Denver. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter.
Boy, that was bad. It was like they were running different plays.
The 76ers leading by 7. Pass to Maxey. Oubre outside. Jokic with the steal. It's tipped. Outside, Maxey. Three-pointer. Hands it from downtown. Maxey's got the lead up to 10 now for the 76ers.
The number of threes are increasing for Maxey since he entered the league. He's getting more comfortable out there.
And it's Murray with the jam.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And they need more where that came from. They're not out of this.
Oh, my goodness.
Man. Oh, the electric Tyrese Maxey.
And Philadelphia making a change here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And to look at his percentage from the line, you see him at 89%. That's an indicator of what a consistent stroke he has.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Here's Edgecombe. He has 6. Pass to Maxey. Trying to find Jokic. Gets it to him. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Always good to see Hardaway not sitting back and attacking the rim.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Kevin, back to you.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
We all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. And it's Bessie in the corner. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. They set the pick. The shot by George, wide open. Sinks the three-pointer. George has got 14.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end. Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Back to Gordon. Pass to George. Maxey on the wing. Clock at 6. George trying to break free. Denver grabs the miss. Johnson with it. George picks him up. They double him with George.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Johnson attacking, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Now just a 5-point 76ers lead.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
I'll tell you, when Maxey gets into his rhythm, he can go all night long.
Here's Bassett. And that one, good.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Grimes. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Valanciunas.
76ers ball. Substitution on the court.
Outside, George. 7-foot shot. It's hauled in by Watson. The Nuggets trailed by 5. Here's Murray. Maxey grabs the miss. George looking around. Gordon with the defensive effort. Denver with the ball. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
And the Canadian getting up. Murray hammers that one home.
Here's George. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
And imagine how good they'll look if he can start to chip in a bit more offensively.
Murray, good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's ready to talk things through with them. The 76ers leading. Outside, Maxey. It's Grimes on the wing. Pass to Bona. Outside, Maxey. Shoots from the elbow. Here's Drummond. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a 3-point play.
Timeout. Timeout.
It's going to be on Jokic. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
The name of the game in the modern NBA is making threes, spacing the court, and that's exactly what they are doing tonight.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight. I think of Andre Drummond as a big man's big man. He's a steadfast presence in the paint who really focuses on owning the backcourt and attacking the rim.
Murray, good.
He's finally getting a chance to show off his range. I know he wishes he would have found this shot in the first half.
Outside, Maxey. From outside the arc. Grimes with the bucket. Grimes has got 10.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Murray, no good. The 76ers leading by 4. Gordon with no one around. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Right side Hardaway. Jokic inside. And Jokic throws it down.
And that's rocking the rim. Give him the 2 points and tack on some for style.
Oh, he deserves them. He deserves all the points he can get there. Sensation. Outside Gordon. Back to Maxey. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. Just 4 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Watson. A tight game here in Denver. Here's Murray. He nails it, and we're tied up. Murray's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Outside, Maxey puts up a deep three. He can't get that one. And here is Murray. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon with the finish.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Nuggets. He has been a determined scorer today. 29 points altogether for him. And I think they're... And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The Nuggets leading. Driving the lane. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Crafty at cashing in from there. Oubre Jr. enjoys working on his interior game when given the opportunity.
And it's Murray with the jam.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And Peyton Watson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. And that timeout by coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Denver's coach was going over with his team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you. Pass to Jokic. Inside is Jokic territory. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Nuggets.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific, doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same, but can he hold off Father Time?
Embiid, no good.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up. And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games.
Driving, oh my goodness, the slam!
So fast and powerful. Edgecombe's drive, so explosive.
For three, Murray. Good on the three-point shot. Murray's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nuggets.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
Embiid, no good. Down low. Here's Jokic. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2. That one on Embiid.
And being such a good passer out of that 5 spot makes Jokic a triple-double machine.
Right, we see a lot of change in the NBA, but Nikola Jokic always seems to stay in the MVP conversation.
And not just in it. at the top of it. His ability to affect the game is basically unmatched. He dominates in just about every single aspect.
Even though he's a great jump shooter, I think George is at his best when he's going to the rim.
Johnson outside. Edgecombe with the steal. Here's Grimes. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
And so David Adelman calls the timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Now, here's George. Embiid in the corner. It's hauled in by Jokic. The Nuggets leading by 3. Here's Murray. And he uses the glass on the layup. Murray's got 36.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Pass to Grimes. To the inside. Embiid punches it down.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Murray left side. And it's Murray with the jam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that one.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish.
Finishing with force. Whoa.
That's what I'm talking about.
And man, this kid, Edgecombe, is special. He just gets off the ground so fast to throw it down.
What a contest this is turning into. Almost like a dunk contest, Kevin.
You're right, Greg. They are really going at it. It's bound to only get more intense from here on out. And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. The 76ers trailed by 5. Now George. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. Another miss by Philadelphia. On the wing, Johnson. And the layup is good. Johnson's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nuggets.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. So it's both teams making substitutions here. The 76ers trail by 7. Outside, George. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It's going to be on Jokic.
And what separates George from other wings, he is so strong. He can finish through a hit.
Murray with it. Guys, just a basket away from a 40-point game.
He's done it all, guys. Just in terms of having a chance to win, when you got a player that puts on this kind of performance, your teammates would be disappointed if you didn't walk away with a W.
A physical scoring guard, Maxey is at home on the inside.
Here's Murray. Again, the Nuggets score.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Dash to Edgecombe. Outside for George. Drills it from outside. George has got 14 points here in the second half.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
Oubre outside. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
14
Outside, Maxey to take the lead. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Jokic a screen. Murray dunked it home, running inside.
And the competitive nature of Murray making all the difference there, doing everything he can to rally his team.
Here's Maxey. Got it to go off the glass.
Attacking in a big moment. Maxey is not holding back.
And it's Murray penetrating. Oh, the slam dunk.
Big time basket there on the inside. And he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
He's not going to let this game get away from them. He's going to get to the bucket and get them points.
5 on the clock. He takes it in. And yeah, it's good.
Wow, Edgecombe making plays when his team needs it most.
And we're going courtside for a report on Joel Embiid. Allie, what's his status?
Hey guys, I spoke with the head athletic trainer from Philadelphia. Called the injury a lower back bruise and said it's very stiff at the moment. It's one of those cases where when your team really needs you, this is the kind of injury that sometimes takes a back seat. He's going to give it a go.
Good information as always, Allie. We thank you. Guys, it doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
And you just hate to see any injury, but potentially a serious one like this breaks your heart.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Outside, Maxey. Down he goes for 3.
Maxey attacked without any hesitation. I love the confidence from the young fella.
Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
George, the response, slamming it home.
Huge bucket from George, leaning on the bat in that spot.
And they double up for it.
Boy, they needed that one. And Gordon delivers. His productive habits really paying off there.
Outside, Maxey. Now George. Edgecombe. Maxey. He's off from 3. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. 14.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
And that's curtains for them. Some really good work at the charity stripe to close this one out.
And the 76ers call time here. 5 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Trying to keep hope alive, but I don't see them making a comeback.
With timeouts, it's use them or lose them. So why not go down fighting?
So we see Denver get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.